George Gastil. I'm a former city councilman and former school board member here in Lemon Grove, and this is my Lemon Grove History Minute. I grew up in the Little Mesa area, so I was actually a middle school kid when Lemon Grove became a city, and I remember the exact date because it's the same day that my mother was elected to the school board in La Mesa Spring Valley. And I remember I was very excited for my mom, and I picked up the La Mesa Scout, which was a local paper back in those days, and it said as a headline, "Lemon Grove becomes a city." And I thought, okay, so my mom wasn't the top story. But that was 40 years ago, and I've seen Lemon Grove grow and change and continue to be a great little city. My family actually moved here in 1994 when my wife and I had 3 children and a dog, and we were living in Vista La Mesa, right across the freeway from Lemon Grove, and I got a job working for the Daily Californian covering events in Lemon Grove, and that's when I became really interested in things that were going on in Lemon Grove. I found out about several different community organizations, the library, and also got my oldest son plugged into the school district, and we became very excited about the schools. And when we were looking for a place to settle permanently, we looked very seriously at Lemon Grove and found a great place. And I sometimes say that we came to Lemon Grove for the affordable housing, but we stayed for the schools, because the school district was really an incredible blessing. And I started getting involved very quickly. My mother had been a school board member in La Mesa Spring Valley, so naturally I just started plugging into the school district. I got on the school site council at 2 different schools, and ended up on the school board in 1998, and was on the school board for 10 years, and saw an incredible amount of exciting change in the school district. We had 2 budget crises while I was on the school board, and a lot of challenges, but we also saw a lot of incredible innovation and growth in the district. And the people that I had a chance to work with were probably the biggest blessing. Some of the best people I've known have been serving Lemon Grove School District. And after 10 years on Lemon Grove School District, I had been involved in hiring all of the major administrators, and I felt like we'd done a great work. We were on our way to putting a library bond on the ballot, and I really felt that the city could use some more leadership, and I ran for city council, and that was quite an exciting thing, and managed to win the city council in 2008 and served for 2 terms on the city council. And I sometimes say it was a case of jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, because the school district had budget problems and we worked on them, and then the city hit a budget problem that was probably even worse than anything I'd seen on the school board, and we actually had to make serious budget cuts while I was on city council, and I'm, as much as it was troubling to work through hard times, I was glad to know that I was able to work with my colleagues to help in a productive way and to ultimately put the city on a stronger footing. So I felt very good about after 2 terms, having the city on a much stronger financial footing. It means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the people that work for the city too. I'm really excited right now, even though I'm not on the council anymore. I'm really excited about the fact that we're moving forward with a community garden. The community garden was an idea that I had actually been promoting when I ran for the council in 2008. And when I got on the council, some of the other people on the council said that they thought a community garden was something that a community organization should do, not something that the city should spearhead. And we we really had to think about, well, if that's the case, what are we going to do to encourage such a garden? And to be honest, it took quite a while before we could get traction for this idea. But I'm really excited now that we have a really strong community organization promoting the garden, and the city is in a supporting role. It leasing land for no charge, which obviously is a huge step. And it's exciting to see that in the 41st year of Lemon Grove's history, we will be planting something in a community garden.